Hey everyone, I'm Bianca Renee and you're watching Bianca Renee Today, and tonight I'm going out. So I'm going to show you exactly what I do to get ready. So this is what it takes to make my face, and now that I have everything ready to go, let's get started. So I'm starting off with a fresh, clean face, and I'm going to first use my Neutrogena Pore Refining Moisturizer. This actually minimizes your pores and also works as a great moisturizer in general. So a little bit goes a long way, just a little bit on your finger, and then you're just going to pat and rub it in all over your face. Now I'm going to switch to my hair when my moisturizer dries. I'm just going to spritz it with some water. This is my day 2 hair, and it's actually looking pretty good for day 2. And now I'm going to grab my Sebastian whipped cream styling whip, which is actually like a mousse, and it actually looks like whipped cream when you pour it out, and it smells really, really good. So I was given this after my extreme haircut. This is what the stylist used, so she let me keep it, and I've been really enjoying it. Now make sure to wash your hands before you go back to your face. And now I'm going to get my NYX Pore Filler, which is my primer and also helps minimize my pores. So it makes my large pores look smaller and gives me a nice mattified and poreless looking finish. And it's best if you pat this in to really get into your pores, but don't worry, it won't clog them. Now I'm going to get my Maybeline Fit Me MATTE Poreless Foundation. And this is number 330. It's called the Toffee Carmel color. And I just have a flat kabuki brush. I'm just going to put a little bit on there, and I'm going to evenly spread it all on my face and then blend it all together. Now I'm going to grab my favorite concealer, which is by Hard Candies or Glamoflage, and I don't know what color it is because the packaging doesn't tell me the number. I'll try to figure it out in the description box, but I use this to cover my very dark circles and to highlight. Now I'm going to grab the very popular Banana Powder by BeautyCon, which is very popular because of Kim Kardashian. And I was very skeptical about buying this at first because it was kind of pricey, but I found it on Amazon for cheaper, and this bottle has lasted me for forever. I'm not even halfway through, and I don't think I'm ever going to have to buy another one. But it really does a really good job at blending in your highlights so it all looks natural, and it really just sets the highlight with a little bit of yellow, which really brightens up your eyes. Now for my powder, I'm going to grab the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Powder in the color W7. And as you can see, I'm really running low, but I'm going to make it work. I'm just going to use a regular flat brush by Elf. And I'm going to apply this all around the highlighted area. Brow time! Now I'm going to grab my favorite brush by Sienna, which is a double-edged sword because it has 2 different brushes on one brush. And I'm also going to grab my NYC brown pencil. Now I prefer a more defined brow, so I'm going to draw the curve on the bottom and then go back on the top and create my desired shape. And then I'm going to add a little bit of color where there's not as much hair, and I'm going to get my brush and then blend it all together. Now the tricky part, wing liner. So this liquid liner is from e.l.f. and my favorite part is the very skinny brush that it comes with. But my favorite liner is actually by NYX, and the problem with this is their brush is really fat and it's hard for me to do a nice wing with this one. So since the e.l.f. one is a little too watery for me, I actually use the e.l.f. brush and then take the liner from my NYX bottle. I know it's kind of doing a lot, but that's what I do for now. So leave me a comment if you have a favorite liquid liner with a nice skinny brush. For my lashes, I'm going to grab my L'Oreal Miss Manga as well as my Younique Fiber Lash Mascara. Now I just posted a video on how to use the Fiber Lash Mascara, so I'm going to fast forward through this part. If you want to see how to apply this properly, I will put a link in the description box down below. For my liner, I'm going to grab my NYX Tres Jolie Gel Pencil Liner in the color black, and I'm going to add that to my top and bottom waterline. Oh, the power of eyeliner. To contour, I'm going to get my favorite palette by NYX, which is their contour palette. And I'm going to do a little mix of the darkest one and this other lighter brown at the end. Now my camera just stopped recording, so I actually already did it. But what I did was just kind of slowly brushed it on each side, and it just really gives you some dimension to your face. It's a little dark at first, that's fine. We're going to blend it all in later. For my blush, I'm going to grab this color by MAC, which is called Razin. I'm going to use the same brush I used to contour with, and it's going to add a little bit to my cheeks. And last but not least, I'm going to go back to my contour palette and get the yellow color and just add a little extra highlight under my eyes. And this will also make sure that my black liner does not run throughout the day. It really just adds that extra pop to your face. So I'm going to fluff out my curls and give them some extra volume, and there you go. That is how I make my face. So let's get dressed. So here's my completed look. If you have any questions about my outfit or my makeup, I will put all that information below in the description box. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and remember to subscribe. I post new videos every Sunday, so I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching BiancaReneeToday.